You are watching Turn the Pages, and I am your host, Jordan Rivers. So let me introduce my guest because I think we have a lot to discuss. As you all know, we are in our season two of Turn the Pages, and this is the all college edition. So every episode has been all college, and that's what we are bringing you today. So we have went over FAFSA, scholarships, preparation, essays, everything. And so today we are going to discuss Oink Group with Mr. Tom Lewis. So thank you so much for coming to the show today.
Thanks for having me here, Jordan.
No problem. So I just want to dive right in because I have a feeling we're going to have an awesome show. What is Oink Group, or who is Oink Group?
Well, the Oink Group is a company that we actually started back in 2011, September 1st. We're going into our 6th year in business. And basically, we started the company because we saw a huge gap in the black community.
Okay.
And so pretty much what we wanted to do was pretty much we wanted to instill pride back into the black family.
Okay.
Pride in such a way that the children that is growing up in the family could see their family members, okay, fighting for them financially.
Okay.
And then hope as well, because current day here in Chicago, for example, right, have so many kids during the summer months that are losing their life.
True.
And a huge portion of that is lack of hope and opportunity. So hopefully a little bit later, we can get to that part.
Absolutely.
And we also want to help the black community break the chains from debt as well.
Very, very needed.
Okay.
So very needed.
And the thing that has to happen the most is that, I mean, there are so many areas. There's so many places that's in the black community where blacks are winning. But the biggest place that I think that we're losing at is we're losing financially.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
So bringing financial literacy back into the community, that's a big deal.
It is.
And so that is what the Oink Group is about. Okay? That's what we focus on.
Okay. That is Oink Group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so how does the Oink Group help students get to college?
Well, okay. Well, there's probably a few different ways that we can spend this, okay?
Okay.
Because first off, in order for a student to get to college, it is the responsibility of their parents, number one. Okay, it's their parents. And the deal with that is that about 2 years ago, pretty much, we started a scholarship program.
Okay.
That was aimed at the black community. And basically in this scholarship program, what we put on the table was an opportunity for the adults in the family to earn scholarships for their children.
Okay.
Through learning financial education, courses and workshops and seminars.
I like that.
Okay. Each child in the family is eligible to receive $53,000 through us for college. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so I want you to kind of go over the website and show parents, students exactly how to go. So let's go right to our web PC.
Okay, you're on
And
the
we
screen.
are already here. So if
Okay.
you want to take control of the mouse and
All right. So first thing you want to do is, as soon as you log in to our website right here, then pretty much this is going to land you on our scholarship page up front.
Okay.
All right. So all you have to do is simply scroll down And when you stroll down, pretty much, you will see this picture right here.
Okay.
And it's giving you details on the college scholarship program. Okay? And down here it tells you that if you're interested, click here to learn more. Okay? Now, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit more here.
Okay.
Or actually, I think I might come back, but I'll hit this link right here. And it's going to take you to this page. Okay?
Okay.
This page right here explains the program, and you hop down here, and it says, click this link to register now. Now, just for a second, Jordan, I'm just going to go back here, okay?
Okay.
And basically, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more because at the present time, we're also offering 2 programs right now that will help family members, parents, earn more scholarships for their children.
Okay.
Okay, now, so, for example, right here, we have a contest right here that's called Take the 30-Day Dash Financial Literacy Challenge.
Okay.
Okay, same thing, all the details are here. Okay, and if you're interested in this piece right here, sign up here and you register. And then down here, we also have a secondary contest for the children in your family.
Okay.
This contest is called What Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up? And basically what it is the children in your family that's ages, I think it's 4 to 12 or I think it's 4 to 13. And pretty much they answered that one question they create a 1-minute video and answer that one question, okay? And for each child in your family that participates, we award you a $500 scholarship.
Nice. Nice.
Okay? This is a free program.
Okay.
Doesn't cost the family anything to be involved in our program whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And so, and that's pretty much it. We just wanted to keep it really simple for our folks to go in there and access that information.
Okay, and then your website, of course, if you want to say it out loud.
Sure. You can visit www.oink-group.com.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for giving us that run through on the website. So I hope you all visit it. So we have some more questions. So we talked about a little bit, touched on the tuition rewards program. So I want to know how can anyone get involved in the program, or how can organizations actually partner with Oink Group to bring the college awareness and financial literacy?
Okay. Well, that's a good question. To start with is that it's a free program, okay? It's open to everyone, regardless of your color, race, creed, sex. It's open to everyone, okay? It's also available now in all 50 states.
Okay.
Yes, because we have black communities in every state, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So as of last week, we pretty much expanded it to all 50 states.
Well, I feel like that just deserves a round of applause.
Yes,
That's a huge celebration free. So, you know, if you're watching the show and you have relatives in another state, send them the link to the show. So before we continue on, I just want to make sure that if you have any questions, call in or make sure you visit our website at www.turn-the-pages.org so that if you miss any episodes, especially, you know, when we're on air Monday nights and you miss a repeat throughout the week, you definitely want to go to our website and see all of season 1 or 2 just in case you've missed out. So I think that that's really huge. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. So hey, you learn something new every day. So we already discussed it's free to get in this program. So it's no, you know, searching for dollars and everything, and how much can a person receive in scholarships. So is you said there's no set number?
It's up to $53,000 per child in your family. Now, Jordan, here's the best part, okay? Here's the best part. All right. I said earlier, one of the things that we want to do is instill pride back into the black family, right?
Right.
Okay. What better way to do that? What better way to do that than to allow everyone in the family who's above the ages of 18 years old, okay? Everyone in the family can participate in the program. Okay, so in other words, the students in your family can have as many sponsors. Okay, there's only one catch. The catch is that their sponsors have to be family members. They have to be relatives. So, for example, grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, okay, godparents can sponsor their nieces, their nephews, their grandkids, their stepchildren. Okay, listen. We wanted to take away some excuses. Okay, not saying that they're necessarily excuses, but we wanted to take away excuses why, okay, in the black community, of why our young black men are not going to college, for example.
That's a heavy topic.
Yes, it is. So in doing this right here, we've transferred the responsibility back on the parents. Okay. So the parents are the ones that have to earn the scholarships. Okay? Now here. At the same time, while the parents are earning the scholarships, right? We're instilling hope back into the children. Because, just imagine this. It's been said that by the time a child hits 8 to 9 years old, they've been watching television, right? Okay? They're involved in society. They're in school. They've already figured out if their family has money for them to go to college. They've already figured it out. So what ends up happening is that once their belief changes and people are telling them, hey, you know what? You're in America. You can be anything that you want to be, right? But they've already figured out that wasn't true. So if they figured out that piece right there is not true, what do you think that does to a kid's behavior?
It can very well damage in a sense where if they don't believe in themselves and in their situation, that they will not even try as hard. And so that's why, like, you just do not understand what is going on through my head. I had to take notes. So when you have a child that is not as hopeful, they need the support of the parents to push them, to encourage them, but to also let them know by action that they have a support system, so that regardless of what a situation may look like, it's still possible for success. Like, you don't understand, like, what I am going through mentally right here, and just how in awe I am of Oink Group right now. That this is tremendous. So I hope that you guys are out here taking notes just like I am, because we all still have to learn. And so I want you to go back, because you mentioned about the boys, the men not going to college. Yes. And we kind of talked about that a little beforehand. But you as a black man, educated black man, you can really educate us today on how this really betters our black men in our communities who, are... what's the word? I don't want to say outranked, but right now, black women are the most educated people in the U.S. And so when you talk about the black man, we need more educated black men ready to step up and build our communities and allow us to grow from families and financially. So let's just dive into that right now, because that's what I'm just feeling like we need to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, the thing about being a black male in the black community is that men, period, we need a lot of support, okay? We need a lot of hand-holding. We need a lot of pushing up, okay? And in the black community, there are not a lot of positive examples, that's in our community. And so one of the things that we had realized a couple years ago, right? We were really searching for a way to give back to the community. We couldn't figure out what to do. Don't get me wrong, you can host workshops and seminars and have people that way too, right?
Right.
But people need financial help as well, aid. So one of the things that had came to mind was that in Chicago specifically, most of the crime that happens in the black community is happening basically through young black males.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is the one thing? I mean, there's one thing that really stood out to us was that the young black males that was having these challenges, almost none of them were college students. Almost none of them were kids that had an opportunity to get a higher education. Okay? And pretty much we can tell that simply because every time something happens in the black community, when they catch the person who did it, they always out their personal information on the news.
Absolutely.
So we know what kind of family they came from, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So all the details are there. You see? So so again, instilling that hope, letting these kids see that okay, here, let me put it this way, okay? Let me put it this way. Let me rephrase this. This is a program that's available for people of all income levels. Okay? So, let me give you an example, okay?
Okay.
If you're a family and you're this family that says, I've been saving up for my kids' education for the last 15 years, right?
Right.
That's wonderful. You're a great parent, okay? The thing is that $53,000 in scholarships, okay, coming back to your family, all right? That's $53,000 of seed money that family could use to start a business, pay off a house, get out of debt. Okay?
Absolutely.
Now, if you're a family, right? If you're a family that that's a working class, middle class family, and you know that when your kids go off to college, they're going to be getting grants, student loans, some aid there, things like that, right?
Right.
Okay. Then a person would have to say, okay, great, $53,000 is a big deal because if you go into the future, okay, when those student loans are due, $53,000 at a 7% interest rate. At a 7% interest rate, over 20 years, that's the typical amount of time it takes for somebody to pay off a student loan. Yes. Over a 20-year period means that that person is going to pay $57,000 in interest. But a $53,000 scholarship means what? That's $53,000 that stays in your family tree.
Nice.
Okay?
Nice.
It's a big deal.
It is. It really is. So I'm glad that you all teach financial literacy, and then and you also express that regardless of your income level, this is still a plan that is accessible to you, regardless of what you are bringing in. And that's very important because on season 1, we talked about poverty and how, it is definitely linked to education or the lack thereof, and just how important that is. And then, so when you're talking about the 8 to 9-year-old boys, that really hit home. So as you were talking, I'm getting these ideas. I don't want to miss anything. And so we know from last season that the government, they look into how, the test scores of the 3rd and the 4th graders.
Yes.
And depending on how low they are, if they're not at their grade level, they automatically take those funds and put it towards the jails. And so now you have more money being invested in inmates and the prisons than you have in our education system. And so that's another reason why this program is definitely something to look into in Oink Group. So if you're watching, please take notes, because you need to understand how important this is, especially in helping your child become successful. They cannot become successful without the village, without the support.
Absolutely.
And it takes the mother, the father, the uncle. And so that's why I like that all family members can help with the scholarship, because now we're saying that we have to raise our children, but it takes a village. It can't just be a mother or a father all the time. It has to be other adults who are looking out for your child.
And Jordan, if you don't mind me adding this piece right here too.
Okay.
The last piece I had mentioned was that financial education is very important in the black family. Let me explain to you why, okay?
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, again, this scholarship program is set up, again, whereas the family has to earn the scholarships through financial education, workshops, seminars, okay?
Okay.
Online courses. Nothing's going to, and the best part is that it's going to cost you nothing, okay? Now, watch this, okay? This is very important. Please, if you're watching this, please get this piece. To take everything and bring it back home, okay? Your kids can get in our program at the age of 0, birth, okay? This is an accumulation scholarship. Listen, I've been in this industry for 16 years, okay? And I'm still learning about money. 16 years. All right? So imagine a family that is in our program for 17 years. Just imagine this, okay? 17 years. What do you think is going to happen to that child when he finishes college and he starts making money? Finances is learned at home. Form follows function, okay? How you do things is how things work. So, one of the best examples I have for you is this, is that 80% of people, out of the people that filed bankruptcy, okay? USA Today back in 2010 has said that 80% of the people that have filed bankruptcy because, 80% of the people that have filed bankruptcy had a parent that had filed bankruptcy before.
Okay.
And that tells us that the folks who was filing bankruptcy saw that as a solution. That is their financial education.
But you know what? People go to bankruptcy as a solution. If you listen to all of the commercials and everything, file for bankruptcy. It's encouraged. And so
it's a tool.
it is.
It's a tool.
So it's not best to file for bankruptcy.
It's let me put it this way. It's not really a matter if it's good or bad.
Okay.
It's just a matter that 80% of the people that filed bankruptcy, they saw it as a solution because they saw their parents do that when they were growing up.
Okay.
Right. So basically, it was a taught behavior. Yeah.
Oh, I'll just file bankruptcy and everything will be okay. And we'll fix it. I got you. I got you. And that's why those courses will come in handy.
Oh, absolutely.
I guarantee you. And so
we want to push the community up.
Exactly. And so when you're taking these courses, are you dealing with people who have no, background in financial literacy? Like how much are you teaching them?
Okay.
Like where's the starting point and the ending point?
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, and you can ask anybody who's in financial services, okay?
Okay.
They will tell you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, the average American is a level 2.
Okay.
Okay? When it comes to managing their finances, they're a level 2, the average American. Okay? So that means that there's a possibility the smartest person that you might know who's good with their finances, if they're only a level 2 or 3 and there's 10 levels, wouldn't you agree that we need some education?
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a big deal right there.
It is.
Yeah. So basically, there's almost no one in America that can't afford to get a financial education because there is no school. Okay, there's no school that will teach you about personal finance
At all.
at all.
At all.
Okay, right. So most people learn their finances at home.
Yeah. And you have people who still go to the currency exchange to cash checks and do all of this, and some who, use banks. So it's so different. Okay. Wow. I just feel like you dropped a whole lot of knowledge. So I'm just trying to take it in. So you provide the seminars, webinars. So this is one question that we have not even went over. Would you be open to having forums or seminars, workshops, inviting the community out to talk about different things, especially for college tuition, also about just financial literacy, savings, all of that? Are you interested in just getting out there and advising the community?
It's what we do. It's one of the things that we do in the Black community. Okay, and pretty much we'll tackle any topic that has to do with finances or money, and essentially everything goes back to money anyway.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Before we wrap up, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, you can always call us. We're just one phone call away. You know the numbers right there. Yeah. See, I did it right this time. I'm pointing in the right direction. So numbers below the screen. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Turn the Pages. I am your host, Jordan Rivers, and this is Tom Lewis from Oink Group. And we'll definitely make sure that we have you back. I want you to come back in maybe next week if you can, and just discuss on how we can save some coins for the students who are already in college and how they can avoid debt that they get all the time.
Super.
All
Thanks for having
right.
me.
Thank
Jordan.
you. So I hope you tune in. We'll definitely, recap this show next week, and I'll see you soon. Have a great evening.